We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Both Sox look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next. Jake Arrieta is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to the right, scooped up. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Settling in now, Ted Williams comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. Set and the pitch. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Hit out towards second. And a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Into the box now, Carl Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Williams, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Fred Lynn.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit.
That is it. The catcher, number 27.
Stepping into the box, Carlton Fisk, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bouncing ball for Ernie Banks at short. Reined in. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Chris Sale gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ryan Sandberg swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
5 seconds. The third baseman, Ramirez.
At the plate, Ramirez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball outside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is in the air to left. Williams is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So in now for Chicago, Billy Williams. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Full count to Billy Williams, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 on that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Sale has his target. Full count pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Betts. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2 Boston's out in front, 1-0. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Dustin Pedroia.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Well, today's game provides the Red Sox with the chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
The shortstop, Omar Garciaparra.
Striding in for Boston, Omar Garciaparra. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First pitch on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The pitcher, Chris Sale, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming, here it is. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping in, Wade Boggs. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
First at bat, this guy hit a pretty good pitch, a changeup, and he hit it hard for a base hit. We'll see if he's going up looking for something soft here in his second at bat.
1-0 the count. One and 0. Here it is. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks, currently 9th in the NL in hitting entering play.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air into shallow left center. Garciaparra calls for it. One down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Striding in, Sammy Sosa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
No.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, Derek Lee, as he'll take a look at ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike two. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 9.
Ready for another chance? Ted Williams. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 1 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. He's right there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 8.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carl Yastrzemski. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Fred Lynn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Turned on down the line, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Cubs nothing. Coming to the Andy Casto, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Ready now, Rick Wilkins. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Jake Arrieta, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. One out and a runner on second base. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball.
Man, he was all over that changeup right there, just not able to keep it fair. That front shoulder leaked just a hair. He's got to regroup right here.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Runner at second here with one man out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will be taken by Pedroia for route number 2. Now in the box, Ryan Sandberg, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there. 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
2 out here and a runner at second. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in, Carlton Fisk. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 27.
First pitch of the at-bat. Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now back.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. First pitch on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. Lane 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batter, the shortstop, Omar Garciaparra.
Now to the plate, Omar Garciaparra. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliced hard on the ground, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Digging in now, Aramis Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Aramis Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now the pitch. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Betts has a read on it. 1 out.
Now back.
In now, Billy Williams. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Williams is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. That's wide, 2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ernie Banks.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sale has his target. Here he comes. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. The pitch.
Count is full.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Now batting, Sammy Sosa. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Boggs fields it cleanly, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. It remains 1-0.
Leading off the Boston, the pitcher, Chris Sale.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Inside corner, called a strike, 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Grounded weakly toward third. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground to the right side. There's one. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Thank you, Heidi. So stepping in, Derek Lee. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A bouncer to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Now at the plate, Andy Casto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on the first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rick Wilkins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Two out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. Sale gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. To the plate now, Ted Williams. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Digging in once again, Carl Yastrzemski. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready once again, Fred Lynn. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No ball. One strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push him, pull the throttle.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stepping up to the plate, Jake Arrieta. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Hit out towards second. There to get it is Pedroia. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ryan Sandberg. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Coming to the plate now, Aramis Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Billy Williams. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Sale sets. Here's the first pitch. Slice down the left side, but foul. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next up for the Red Sox, Carlton Fisk. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 now. And a a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So digging in now, Dustin Pedroia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Hit to first. Scooped up to second for 1. Back to first, and they get Pedroia. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So striding forward now, Omar Garciaparra. First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Casto is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're on top 1-0. Into the box, Ernie Banks, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. That's coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At At the plate now, Derek Lee. Pedroia on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Dick Ellsworth has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 37, Dick Ellsworth.
All set for the start of the inning, and that means the pitcher hits next. Enter Chris Sale.
The pitcher, Chris Sale.
First offering on its way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
At the plate, Wade Boggs. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to center field. Casto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andy Casto.
Andy Casto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The Red Sox leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Rick Wilkins. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. Two cities that love their baseball teams.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he departs in a tie ball game here tonight. You can already hang a no decision on him for this one. Derek Lowe answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Derek Lowe.
Ron Santos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Santos.
Out in front of it, strike 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
1-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
In now, Ryan Sandberg. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Into the windup with the 0-2.
Ball. Lane 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count, 3-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Ninth inning straight ahead, all even at 1 apiece.
Bruce Sutter comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 home.
No, that's the ball. 2-1.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Castro is there, and he has it for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carl Yastrzemski. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball off the plate.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Sutter is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty B. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Fred Lynn. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the wind, the 0-1. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 the pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here comes the 1-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Now at the plate, Aramis Ramirez.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Aramis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. Ball game. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Cubs, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Bruce Sutter gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.